July, a steady hum along the interstate. The radio is cutting through the dark to tell a story that is years too late. Town is slipping out of sight, but there is something wakeful in the air, a voice spinning through the quiet air. It feels like waking from a heavy sleep to find a spark that managed to survive. Static was the end, a wall of noise where feelings go to die. But every frequency is opening beneath the shelter of an open sky. Travels over silver hills to find the driver who has lost his way. And there is something wakeful in the air, a voice spinning through the quiet air. It feels like waking from a heavy sleep to find a spark that managed to survive. the frequency.
Shows the city lights, a million windows glowing pink and blue. I left the keys upon the kitchen shelf, along with every promise made to you. The traffic moves like water in the dark, and I am drifting to the outer ring. Too many mornings on the edge, mistaking every safety for a prize. But now the cool air hits my open face, and I can see the expanding of the skies. Neon smoking highways, stretching out ahead, leaving all the broken words we said. Neon smoking highways, swallowing the past, finding out that I am free at last. The open road ahead washes away the past. This time, the liberty is gonna last. The fumes are rising from the damp asphalt, a colored mist against the midnight sky. I see the billboards flashing as I pass. They look like memories just rolling by. No double checking what is left behind. No second guessing where the borders end. I spent too many mornings on the edge, mistaking every safety for a prize. But now the cool air hits my open face, and I can see the expanding of the skies. Neon smoking highways, stretching out ahead, leaving all the broken words we said. Neon smoking highways, swallowing the past, finding out that I am free at last. The open road ahead washes away the past. This time, the liberty is gonna last. The city is a picture in the distance now, a fading vapor in a crowded room. I draw a circle on the foggy glass and watch it vanish in the midnight chill. Neon smoking highways, stretching out ahead, leaving all the broken words we said. Neon smoking highways, swallowing the past, finding out that I am free at last. The open road ahead washes away the past. This time, the liberty is gonna last. Into the dark, oh, no looking back this time. The highway is mine. the driver's side. We made a promise when the world was young, before we learned how many secrets hide. The old convertible is tuned and timed. The tank is full and there is miles to go. We spent a decade locked inside the race, but we still hold the map we used to trace. The world is turning, but we have a chance to capture something that we used to know. Chasing the sunset gold across the coastal line, running with a hand locked into mine. Chasing the sunset gold before the day is done, racing with the final sinking sun. We will catch the light before the darkness settles in. This is where the second act begins. The map is crumpled on the dashboard seat. The highway follows where the cliffs descend. I see the orange burning on the waves, a perfect circle where the spaces end. You have that look across your quiet eyes, the one I haven't seen in 7 years. We spent a decade locked inside the race, but we still hold the map we used to trace. The world is turning, but we have a chance to capture something that we used to know. Chasing the sunset gold across the coastal line, running with a head locked into mine. Chasing the sunset gold before the day is done, racing with the final sinking sun. We will catch the light before the darkness settles in. This is where the second act begins. They told us that the beauty always fades, that every coloring will turn to gray. But they don't see the horizon in your eyes. They don't know what we brought along today. Chasing the sunset gold across the coastal line, running with a head locked into mine. Chasing the sunset gold before the day is done, racing with the final sinking sun. We will catch the light before the darkness settles in. This is where the second act begins. We hit the coast, look at that sky, burning bright into the golden light. The floorboards echo in the morning hall. I watch the shadows shorten on the floor. For 7 seasons I have kept the blinds drawn tight against the world outside the door. I wore the blame like a heavy winter coat, and walked in circles through the room alone. But every mountain has a place to step, and every river finds a way to clear the heavy burden that I
I used to carry is turning into something less severe. Running out of shadows, step into the door. I am not the person that I was before. Running out of shadows, facing up to dawn. Every bit of memory is gone. The darkness loses its grip when you face the dawn. The long and heavy winter has moved on. I found an envelope behind the shelf with words I was too proud to understand. It took a long time to forgive myself for letting safety slip right through my hands. Looking out across the active street, I see the people moving in the sun. But every mountain has a place to step, and every river finds a way to clear. The heavy burden that I used to carry is turning into something less severe. Running out of shadows, step into the door. I am not the person that I was before. Running out of shadows, facing up to dawn. Every bit of memory is gone. Darkness loses its grip when you face the dawn. The long and heavy winter has moved on. Drop the weight upon the wooden floor, because I finally want to learn to live. Running out of shadows, step into the door. I am not the person that I was before. Running out of shadows, facing up to dawn. Gone. The darkness loses its grip when you face the dawn. The long and heavy winter has moved on. Into the light, out of the dark at last. The shadows fade. In the gravel driveway, the wipers sweeping in a steady rhythm. We sit in silence while the heater hums. Two figures locked inside a private prison.
headlight beam is cutting through the fog to show the spaces where we used to stand. There is no anger in this quiet space, just the slow cooling of a golden frame. We reached the limit of the words we knew and trade adventure for a quiet routine. Rain on a satin hood falling from the sky, a quiet rhythm for a last goodbye. Rain on a satin hood cooling down the spark, leaving us together in the dark. The storm will wash away the tears we never cried. There is nothing left for us to hide. Your gloved hand rests upon the leather seat, so close to mine but miles and miles away. We spent the summer building up a fortress that fell apart before the autumn gray. The silver metal of this classic car is cold beneath the weeping midnight air. There is no anger in this quiet space, just the slow cooling of a golden frame. We reached the limit of the words we knew and trade adventure for a quiet routine. Rain on a satin hood falling from the sky, a quiet rhythm for a last goodbye. Rain on a satin hood cooling down the spark, leaving us together in the dark. The storm will wash away the tears we never cried. There is nothing left for us to hide. Street lamps flicker on the wet pavement like distant stars that lost their way tonight. It is time to open up the heavy door and step beyond the circle of the light. Rain on a satin hood falling from the sky, a quiet rhythm for a last goodbye. Rain on a satin hood cooling down the spark, leaving us together in the dark. The storm will wash away the tears we never cried. There is nothing left for us to hide. The drops keep falling. Goodbye, my friend. This is the end. I sit beside the window of the cabin. The morning fog is heavy on the bay. a stack of square paper cards with names of places that are far away. I ink the pen and try to find the line that bridges all the oceans in between. The tides are turning on the rocky shore. The water speaks in tones of slate and green. I write about the weather and the birds and all the quiet things that I have found. Postcards from the coast sent across the blue, small paper wishes that I made for you. Postcards from the coast dropping in the mail like tiny canvas on a distant sail. The ocean breeze carries the words I can't say out loud, lost inside the shifting of a cloud. The ink is dry upon the timber table. The cedar wood is smelling of the rain. I wonder if you still live on the street where we would watch the turning of the wheel. It is funny how the distance makes it clear what mattered most when we were side by side. The tides are turning on the rocky shore. The water speaks in tones of slate and green. I write about the weather and the birds and all the quiet things that I have found. Postcards from the coast sent across the blue, small paper wishes that I make for you. Postcards from the coast dropping in the mail like tiny canvas on a distant sail. The ocean breeze carries the words I can't say out loud, lost inside the shifting of a cloud. Don't expect an answer in the spring. I know the winters there are long and deep. Just wanna send a token from the edge of all the promises we couldn't keep. Postcards from the coast sent across the blue, small paper wishes that I make for you. Postcards from the coast dropping in the mail like tiny canvas on a distant sail. The ocean breeze carries the words I can't say out loud, lost inside the shifting of a cloud. Just another card dropped into the box across the sea. The evening news has nothing new to say. You look out at the gray apartment houses and watch another season slip away. The telephone sleeping on the table. Nobody calls when hours get this cold. You count the cracks along the ceiling plaster and wonder how the pattern grew so cold. But there is still a rhythm in your fingers, a quiet power that you used to fold. Whiskey on a Tuesday, sitting in the glass, waiting for the heavy hours to pass. Whiskey on a Tuesday, burning in the throat, keeping up a small defensive code. Tomorrow is a brand new day to start again. The morning sun will be an honest friend. You take a sip and look at old receipts, the little things that gather in a drawer, a ticket stub from some forgotten movie, a dynamic key that doesn't fit a door. The world is rushing right outside your window, but inside here the time is standing still. You count the cracks along the ceiling plaster and wonder how the pattern grew so cold. But there is still a rhythm in your fingers, a quiet power that you used to fold. Whiskey on a Tuesday, sitting in the glass, waiting for the heavy hours to pass. Whiskey on a Tuesday, burning in the throat, keeping up a small defensive code. Tomorrow is a brand new day to start again. The morning sun will be an honest friend. It doesn't mean that you have given up, because you need a moment to be small. The weekly routine has a way of bending the strongest shoulders standing in the hall. Whiskey on a Tuesday, sitting in the glass, waiting for the heavy hours to pass. Whiskey on a Tuesday, burning in the throat, keeping up a small defensive code. Tomorrow is a brand new day to start again. The morning sun will be an honest friend. Put the glass down, set the morning alarm. The light will come. dug out an old shoebox from the closet. Behind the winter sweaters on the floor, and there it was beneath the silver ribbon, a piece of what we were long years before. The white borders are turning slightly yellow, but both our faces look so bright and clear. We stood beside the wooden roller coaster and laughed until our faces fully glowed. I haven't thought about that coastal season in longer than a person wants to hear. Tears from a Polaroid dropping on the page, looking at a young forgotten age. Tears from a Polaroid blurring up the view, remembering the honest side of you. A single moment frozen in time remains perfectly beautiful. The story that we made was true. Your hair was flying wild across your forehead. You wore that oversized tie-dye shirt. We didn't have a nickel in our pockets and didn't know how badly things could hurt. The camera click was like a little anchor that held us through the turning of the tide. We stood beside the wooden roller coaster and laughed until our faces fully glowed. I haven't thought about that coastal season in longer than a person wants to hear. Tears from a Polaroid dropping on the page, looking at a young forgotten age. Tears from a Polaroid blurring up the view, remembering the honest side of you. A single moment frozen in time remains perfectly beautiful. The story that we made was true. I wiped the moisture off the glossy surface and place it gently back inside the dark. There is no use in crying for the future when we can still preserve that golden spark. Tears from a Polaroid dropping on the page, looking at a young forgotten age. Tears from a Polaroid blurring up the view, remembering the honest side of you. A single moment frozen in time remains perfectly beautiful. The story that we made was true. Back into the box. Thank you for the light. Sleep well tonight. sit across the white and polished counter and look into the corner of the room. The clock is ticking like a heavy hammer inside this cold and unexpected room. We used to talk until the morning boarders would catch us laughing on the living rug. But now the air is heavy as a blanket, and neither one of us will make a move. We spent the winter spinning out of orbit and running completely out of rhyme. Static in the quiet room, buzzing through the air. Two people sitting in a matching chair. Static in the quiet room, telling us the truth. We used up every dollar of our youth. The silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. We did the very best we could. The television screen is showing nothing, just rows of silver snow across the glass. The signal went away an hour ago, but neither one has let the moment pass. Your tea is getting cold inside the ceramic cup. The steam has vanished in the chilly space, but now the air is heavy as a blanket, and neither one of us will make a move. We spent the winter spinning out of orbit and running completely out of rhyme. Static in the quiet room, buzzing through the air. Two people sitting in a matching chair. Static in the quiet room, telling us the truth. We used up every dollar of our youth. The silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. We did the very best we could. Scream about it. The quietness is telling us the score. We simply ran out of the music that used to bring us to the floor. Static in the quiet room, buzzing through the air. Two people sitting in a matching chair. Static in the quiet room, telling us the truth. We used up every dollar of our youth. The silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. We did the very best we could. Turn off the screen, let the room go dark. It is over now. garden. The morning air is sharp against my skin. For so long every season felt like iron, a heavy wall that wouldn't let me step. But today the color of the grass is different, and I can hear the birds along the wall. The ice is breaking up inside the river. The winter coat is falling from my back. I am stepping out across the gravel pathway and leaving all the conflict on the track. Learning to breathe again, opening the chest, taking the air and giving up the rest. Learning to breathe again, standing in the wind, finding out where the recovery begins. Every single breath gets easier as the wounds begin to heal. The simple things are starting to feel real. I went down to the market down the corner and talked to people that I didn't know. It is funny how a year can make you stranger to all the places where you used to grow. But my feet are steady on the pavement houses, and I am looking straight into the square. The ice is breaking up inside the river. The winter coat is falling from my back. I am stepping out across the gravel pathway and leaving all the conflict on the track. Learning to breathe again, opening the chest, taking the air and giving up the rest. Learning to breathe again, standing in the wind, finding out where the recovery begins. Every single breath gets easier as the wounds begin to heal. The simple things are starting to feel Heartbreak is a room without a mirror, where you forget what your own features mean. But when you finally step outside the doorway, the world is brighter than it has ever been. Learning to breathe again, opening the chest, taking the air and giving up the rest. Learning to breathe again, standing in the wind, finding out where the recovery begins. Every single path of fallen stone. An old couple with their coats well buttoned, content to walk the quiet woods alone. The years have drawn some lines around their features, but when they look, it is the same sweet face. They don't need many words to share the meaning of all the seasons they have traveled through. The silver in their hair is like a trace of every path they chose to intertwine. Before the leaves turn gray, hold on to my hand, walking across the changing of the land. Before the leaves turn gray, promise me tonight we will stay together in the golden light. Love grows stronger even as the seasons of life change. Nothing in our hearts can disarrange. The wind is shaking down the hazel branches. The afternoon is short and growing cold. He pulls a scarf a little bit more closely to shield her from the dampness of the mold. They see the geese across the sky in formation, heading down to find a warmer bay. They don't need many words to share the meaning of all the seasons they have traveled through. The silver in their hair is like a trace of every path they chose to intertwine. Before the leaves turn gray, hold on to my hand, walking across the changing of the land. Before the leaves turn gray, promise me tonight we will stay together in the golden light. Love grows stronger even as the seasons of life change. Nothing in our hearts can disarrange. Young love is a fire in the meadow that burns up quick and leaves a lot of smoke. But this is like the timber of the oak tree that stood up straight when every tempest broke. Before the leaves turn gray, hold on to my hand, walking across the changing of the land. Before the leaves turn gray, promise me tonight we will stay together in the golden light. Love grows stronger even as the seasons of life change. Nothing in our hearts can disarrange. The sun is setting now. Keep close to me. Our love plateau. The valley stretches out 3 miles below. The wind is blowing from the western mountains to tell you everything you need to know. The old road ends right at the rocky border. There are no signs to tell you where to tread. You spent a lifetime building up the fences to keep the danger from your quiet gate. But now the wide horizon is opening, and you are done with letting horizons wait. The edge of the sky is opening its view. No more promises that you have to keep. The edge of the sky is open and immense. Step beyond the safety of the fence. There are no limits to where your heart can fly. Look up at the kingdom of the sky. The morning sun is breaking through the vapor. It turns the river to a silver thread. You feel the sudden lifting of the pressure that used to stay inside your heavy head. One step is all it takes to change the direction of every year that is left for you to find. You spent a lifetime building up the fences to keep the danger from your quiet gate. But now the wide horizon is opening, and you are done with letting horizons wait. The edge of the sky is opening its view. No more promises that you have to keep. The edge of the sky is open and immense. Step beyond the safety of the fence. There are no limits to where your heart can fly. Look up at the kingdom of the sky. The air is clean up here above the valley. The wings you carry are the ones you made. Don't look down at the steepness of the mountain. The choice is yours, and you are not afraid. The edge of the sky is opening its view. No more promises that you have to keep. The edge of the sky is open and immense. Step beyond the safety of the fence. There are no limits to where your heart can fly. Look up at the kingdom